Imagine sitting down to work, coffee in hand, ready to actually get things done. And within seconds, your eye catches a notification. Your brain thinks about laundry. And suddenly you're Googling whether penguins have knees. That's what distractions do. They hijack your focus before you even notice they've arrived. We talk a lot about motivation, but motivation is almost useless without environment. The space around you directly influences your brain. Your focus isn't just a mental skill, it's environmental design too, so creating a distraction-free workspace isn't about being strict or boring, it's about engineering your surroundings so your brain can finally breathe and lock in. Let's start with the space itself. Where you work matters more than people think. A spot with low foot traffic gives your brain fewer cues to start monitoring activity. Your brain is constantly scanning your surroundings for signals, motion and noise, so the fewer of those, the easier it is to stay mentally still. This can be a corner desk, a spare room, or even a section of your kitchen table, but set it up intentionally. The difference between facing a wall versus facing a window can literally change your productivity that day. Then, clutter. Clutter isn't just visual noise. It is cognitive noise. Every object your eyes see, even subconsciously, is something the brain has to label, categorize, and ignore. That drains focus without you even realizing it. A clear desk isn't about aesthetics, it's about removing unnecessary processing. When the visual field is clean, your brain has fewer tabs open in the background. Sound is another big one. Our nervous system reacts to sound instantly. Sudden noises pull your attention like a magnet. So controlling sound is one of the fastest ways to protect focus. Noise canceling, white noise, or calming background audio, they all work because they create predictability. And your brain performs better when the environment feels predictable and non-threatening. People are distractions too, but usually by accident. Most people don't know you're focusing unless you tell them. So boundaries aren't rudeness, they're clarity. Something as small as a 20-minute no interruption block can be a game changer. And yes, sometimes you will need the literal words "I'm in focus mode right now." Digital distraction might be the biggest modern threat though. Notifications are designed to hijack your attention, and they do it very effectively. If you turn off alerts or move your phone out of reach, your brain gets to stay in one lane instead of constantly task switching. Task switching feels productive, but it destroys deep work. One task at a time is the only mode the brain truly excels in. Lighting and temperature matter more than we admit. Bright light signals alertness, dim light signals drowsiness, and physical discomfort drains mental bandwidth. When the body is uncomfortable, the brain has fewer resources left for thinking. So if you ever feel unfocused, before questioning your discipline, check if you're simply too warm or too cold. Breaks are part of focus, not the opposite of it. Your brain works in waves, not straight lines. Short intentional breaks keep your focus muscle fresh. The key is to break before your brain crashes, not after. And finally, cues. Your brain loves patterns. If you use a specific smell, sound, or object only during focus time, it becomes an anchor. Eventually your brain will recognize that cue as an automatic enter concentration mode signal. The bottom line, you don't fix distraction with willpower. You fix it with environment design. And your environment is something you have way more control over than you might think.